Hi, this is Reich, and today I want to share with you the top 2 mistakes that entrepreneurs make that prevents them from hitting 7 figures. Here's the thing. What is it? Charlie Munger, the famous partner of Warren Buffett, he says one of his big rules of thumb is don't do stupid things. Really, if you stop doing stupid things, then it's going to be much more easier for you to be successful and grow your business. So what are those 2 quote unquote stupid things that many entrepreneurs do that prevents them from hitting 7 figures? I will share them with you. The number 1 thing, the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make that prevents them from hitting 7 figures is really being distracted. It's giving in to distraction and not being focused. And there's many versions of this. There's kind of like the big picture version of being focused or being distracted. Like they might have a strategy that's working and they might veer off course. And the other distraction is the more kind of day-to-day granular distraction of not being focused on the work that's in front of them, getting distracted on social media and email and things along those lines. So again, if we can take this distraction and get everything lined up, things are going to be a lot easier. So when it comes to not being distracted in your day-to-day activity, there's a lot of easy remedies for that I've talked about in past videos. Things like working in focus spurts, keeping your phone off, not engaging so much in social media, things along those lines. So those solvable problems. The bigger thing that I wanted to share with you today is really just not chasing shiny objects, not veering off course too much. Most entrepreneurs, they're really better off just focusing on one direction and really ideally focusing on one project at a time. So the mistake that many entrepreneurs make is they actually have something that's working. What they'll do is they have something that's working that might be all the way there and they'll just stop doing it and go to something else, or they'll get some good traction. Maybe they're getting 60 to 70% to the finish line and then they just get off course. So here, the reason why this is a problem is because, and what they do is they add new things, they add shiny objects. And here's the thing that I want to illustrate with you is that, let's say we have a thing that works. So we have this thing that works. And if we were just to keep moving along, going this way, this is our goal. This is our starting point. This is where we are now. This is our goal. And if we just keep moving along at the pace we're doing, we're going to make really good progress. But what a lot of people do is they'll bring in a new thing. They might have a product that's selling really well. They might decide they want to launch a new product, right? But where they should just keep focusing on this one project. The thing that happens is that we have this thing that if we just keep moving, we're going to be in really good shape. We're going to get to our goal. But what happens is people bring in a new thing and they believe that they can launch this new thing and this thing's still going to, actually, let me do this here, and this thing's still going to keep moving along. But what really happens is that when they bring a new thing, this thing stops. They think in their head, oh, I can do 2 things at once, but this thing stops. Therefore, and while they're kind of here in no man's land, which we don't know if this thing works or not. So what happens is, entrepreneur has thing that works, brings in new thing that is unknown, and this doesn't work, and they're not making progress on this thing. So this is how people lose. You can lose literally months and years. And what happens with a lot of people is they don't bring in just one new thing. They bring in like 2 or 3 new things. And this is where this is that legitimate, analysis paralysis, the whole entrepreneur treadmill that people talk about, the entrepreneur hamster wheel. So again, don't be distracted. If you have something that works, finish it to completion. The second big mistake that entrepreneurs make that prevents them from hitting 7 figures is really not asking for help soon enough. Whenever I ask 7-figure, multi-7 figures, what was the thing that you wish you knew, that would help you progress even faster? They usually say, I wish I wasn't distracted. I had something that worked. I wish I didn't get distracted. The second thing they'll say is, I wish I asked for help soon enough. And so when it comes to asking for help, there's really two versions of that. One of them is, don't be afraid to invest in mentors and to invest in coaches. If there's someone who's been there and done that and has done what you want to do, oftentimes you can hire this person as your coach, as your mentor, and that's going to allow you to get there a lot quicker. That's why people that want to get to 7 figures hire me as their coach, because I know how to do it. I've been there and done that, and I've helped other people do it as well. The other thing when it comes to asking for help is bringing on team members, bringing on people to help you do the things that you don't want to do. Many people have what some people call this like superhero syndrome or Wonder Woman syndrome, believing that they can do kind of everything by themselves. And really, to the extent you're willing to actually get other people to do the things that are not the highest use of your time, the faster you can offload those things, the faster you're going to be able to focus on what does make a difference, which is going to allow you to grow your business even faster. So those are the two mistakes. One of them is being distracted. The other one is not asking for help soon enough. So if you stop doing these two things, as Charlie Munger says, stop doing these stupid things, you are going to be on track to 7 figures as soon as possible. Let me know, what do you think about these two things? How are you when it comes to distraction and asking for help? Are you pretty good, or is this room for improvement? Let me know in the comments below, and if this is your first time here to the channel, please subscribe. This is Reich. I'll talk to you soon.